Hello and welcome to Stories on Tuesday, and it's part 3 of playing Star Trek Resurgence. As you can see, we're about to start the scientific method. Or shall I say continue? We're up to about Act 2 in the game so far, and the point of Stories on Tuesday isn't so much to get all the outcomes, to get the platinum or whatever, it's just to get a story. The good, the bad, whatever happens, just get a story. And of course, if you want this about my commentary, you're more than welcome to head over to our Ko-fi page, where you have videos with no commentary on there.
It's happening again.
So we actually had this at the end of the last part. I'm guessing this was an introduction to the scientific method.
It is evident that presently the Resolute cannot achieve warp propulsion.
Since our diagnostics rule out any problems with our warp systems or anything about the ship, the problem appears to be the fabric of space itself.
Space itself? You're saying something about this region of space prevents warp travel?
Prevents it, or can't sustain it.
However improbable, that appears to be.
Well, let's stick with what we had last time. We have impulse engines.
Couldn't we slowboat it out of here at impulse speed?
It may come to that, but we don't know how far this warp dead zone extends. Captain Solano is on his way back from the negotiations, and I want to have some answers for him when he gets here.
Indeed. Given the facts at hand, we may be able to deploy subspace probes around the ship to construct a clear picture of the phenomenon.
Around the ship. I'll prep a shuttle.
And that's pretty much where we got to last time. So, let's see how the story plays out this time. The goal is to do about an hour. Last time we got quite a bit more than an hour just because of how the story was playing out. I didn't want to interrupt it, I wanted to do it kind of as we come to a new act. Hey, shuttle base closing. See, it's not too hard discovery.
Setting up a waypoint at a distance roughly corresponding to the edge of our warp field. When we get there, I'll deploy the first probe.
Fly shuttle. R2 forward, L2 back, and turn the strafe. So the Lion Storm's going to push us, okay. Oh, okay. It is a little twitchy. We are getting pushed about. So I was getting pushed into the nacelle.
Commander Westbrook, the Resolute systems are calibrated to receive the probe's readings. We are standing by to reproduce.
So I'm also having to use the left stick to strafe.
Thank you, Mr. Chovak. We'll be in position shortly.
And Mr. Diaz, do take care in piloting the shuttlecraft. Now is not the time to indulge in the human penchant for joyriding.
I'm just trying to keep it on narrow, trying to get through
Isn't such a fun guy to work for.
all these things. I don't take it personally.
I just don't take it personally. At least I try not to.
That's a very mature answer. Shows a positive attitude on your part.
It's Vulcan, there's going to be
Remind me when I
differences.
start complaining to you about the ship's new first officer.
Of course, that's who we've been playing as most of the time. If not Diaz, we're playing as the new first officer. Yes, I am constantly having to move the right analog stick. So that's why you suddenly see judders up and down. Not too bothered about the thing in the middle. I can see the waypoint's got a nice clear marker on it.
This is far enough. Transporting the first probe into position.
Ooh, nice sound effect.
Westbrook here. The first probe is deployed.
Understood. We are reading it. We are about to replay the simulation.
Problem?
Don't get me wrong. Things are definitely trending up with Commander Rydek. She's put my ideas into action. And she listened to me when your life was on the line out on the hull.
That sounds like a good thing.
It is. But I'm still trying to figure out if she's right for the job. She didn't go through what the rest of us did. Still got chosen to be number one.
I say don't hold it against her. She wasn't here at the time.
Or if we just fell on the same side.
Yeah, but she's lucky she didn't go through what we did. We can't hold it against her.
Actually, I think I can, even if I shouldn't.
Test is running. Warp field collapse in 3, 2, 1. Mark.
Can you see that?
Whoa. All right, that is definitely a problem with the fabric of space. We need to get another probe out there.
How much more of a rough ride is this going to be? I do like that old shuttle. It's one of my favourite designs, if I'm honest.
We've managed to get an interference pattern. I'm setting a waypoint to a particularly strong area of interference. We'll deploy this.
Okay, so remember, I am having to physically
Listen, I'm going to give you a piece of advice I wish someone had given me.
dodge this
Make
rock.
sure you're never just one thing. Don't get so focused on what's in front of your face that you lose sight of the big picture. Before Rydex showed up, the captain pulled me into his ready room and told me he didn't think I had the people skills to be first officer.
You don't seem to have it.
What a load of crap.
Thanks for the advice.
You'd said that about Chauvin. Sure.
I appreciate the advice, Commander. I'll make sure I keep my options
I'm
open.
going to go
I don't need to tell you how to operate.
right side of
well
this.
on your way. You're a capable engineer. You're good in the field. Keep up the good work.
Oh, a little close.
Solid jack of all departments like you could be commander-in-chief of Starfleet one day. Hell, Admiral Jellicoe started as a shuttle pilot. And there are places to go in the enlisted ranks, too.
Not a bad idea, sure.
Of course, if you get an officer's commission, they'll put you on another ship.
You know, I'd be the best leader Starfleet ever had. Lower decks always have to fix all the problems command causes. Maybe I just save everybody some steps.
Well, don't forget about us little people when you're running.
Of course not. You gotta remember where you came from.
Hey, green. Positive, alright. I play Diaz as happy-go-lucky. Pushing for promotion just wasn't really my style. That actually felt a little bit easier to control up to here.
This is close enough. Stop the engines. Deploying the probe. Westbrook to Commander Chovak. We're ready for another sampling of data.
Very good. Running the simulation again. Warp field collapse in 3, 2, 1. On.
Whoa.
There it is again.
I saw it. It seems to be directional.
But what about the scans? Anything?
Here's the readings in relation to our local space. We've got the Resolute, Atari Prime, and the probes.
All this interference is overloading the sensor buffers. We're gonna have to triangulate the sensors manually.
Alright, how? Locate interference peaks. There's a probe there. Ah, I see what we've got to do.
We got something.
These markers indicate peaks in the gravimetric interference patterns.
Let's see if I can find some more.
Alright. It's a little different to what we've done so far. Where are you? There's one, because we're there. I think there'll be one in the other probe.
Hold up. This is coming from the moon.
A beam that blocks warp travel.
Aimed right at us.
Someone is doing this intentionally. I don't know how they're doing it. It's like
Let's hit
nothing
Y.
I've
I don't want to preempt anything.
Why would they be doing this? We came here to help these people. And now we're getting hit by some warp-killing weapon?
Now, look here. These are current readings of the ion storm.
These concentrations. They line up with the interference pattern. The storm. And this beam. They're coming from the same place.
Carter, whatever petty local conflict brought us here, it's just a small part of something much bigger.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's setting in, that's for sure. That's a nice little twist. I didn't see that coming. Warp killing beam.
Presently, we don't have an explanation for how they're doing this. One thing is clear. This is no fluke.
Thank you, Mr. Westbrook. I want a full briefing when I'm back on board. Solano out. A targeted weapon that inhibits warp travel. Coming from the moon Tau.
That would explain the difficulties my shuttle encountered. More importantly, the tenor of the Hotari during the negotiations.
Here I thought the Illidians would be the problem. The peace talks and warship.
That's a big ship.
This wasn't supposed to be so complicated.
They knew something was off.
For all their posturing, every indication is that the Illidians are afraid of the Hotari. They didn't bring their warship as a threat. They brought it because they're scared.
From everything we witnessed, I would say that is highly likely.
But what are they afraid of?
That weapon, I'd guess.
The Hotari representative said she thought they found something in the mines. Galvin and Sidron brought it back to the palace, but they're keeping it under tight security. She's going to investigate it. I gave her my tricorder. I expect she'll contact us soon.
You found an ally.
Why would Tylus help us? Go behind her people's back? Fair
I
question.
think she's out of options.
She's worried that her people are being dragged into something that isn't going to end well for them. She's trying to save them.
That may be true.
She's certainly more likely to help than the other Hotari we've met.
That raises another question. Specifically, what do the other Hotari have to gain in bringing us here, only to make this hostile maneuver against us? There must be some motivation.
Unless they changed their minds between when they
That doesn't make
asked
sense.
and when we got here.
Why's the shuttle pilot in the view there?
It doesn't make sense to bring us here. Tylus said that Galvin and Sidron have restricted access to the mines, even to the Hotari. So they don't want anybody to learn what they've found.
Then calling in the Federation is a funny way of going about it. I don't think the Illidians know what's really down on that moon either.
Major Armintis said the revolt defied explanation. That the Hotari miners somehow harness the energy of the storm.
Harness the energy of the storm.
Doing that is beyond even our capabilities.
So is a weapon that disrupts warp travel.
There have been civilizations and entities, both past and present, far more technologically advanced than the Federation.
The Illidians and Hotari don't fall into that category.
But what if they found
That is
something?
all the more reason to investigate further.
Commander Rydek, sorry to interrupt. We received an urgent call from Hotari. Queen's advisor Tylus has asked to speak with you.
Put her through.
Again, why is the shuttle pilot in view there?
Galvin and Sidron are still in line. I've enlisted help to gain access to the room they have under guard. I don't have much time.
I'm not supposed to leave my post.
It's only for a moment. I so appreciate your help.
I didn't know tricorders could do this.
I found something. I'm sending you a scan.
What's that?
Got it.
Folian?
Tylus, if we needed to gain access to the mines on Tau, is that something you could help us with?
I suppose it wouldn't be easy, but I have to go.
Tylus,
What is it?
Can we reconnect?
Sorry, Captain. We've lost all contact.
We can only hope she escaped without harm.
It's hard to tell.
She knows what she's doing. She agreed to help.
Tylus wouldn't have offered to help if she didn't know what she was doing.
That's a lot of faith in someone we barely know. Let's see the scan of whatever.
Hey, but it's a green, though.
Tylus suspects this came from the mines on Tau.
It appears to be of ancient origin, but the markings are unfamiliar.
The music's quite
We'll have a full
ominous.
analysis when we get back to the residence. That this came from the mines, but it might be the key to how they got the upper hand against the Lydians.
Then we have to go into the mines.
The Federation would
Wait.
not allow that. We were, after all, sent here to
What's about to happen?
party in a peace negotiation. However, we could demonstrate that the Hotari have acted in bad faith, which would enable us to investigate the mines on Tau with full justification. But of course, we would need conclusive proof before taking action.
The artifact is proof, I suppose.
Could put us in a difficult
But none of those options seem good.
Whatever this artifact is may be proof enough. At least to satisfy the Federation.
Especially if we can show the Hotari are controlling the warp disruption and targeting the Resolute.
We may have a better understanding once we analyze the device. But a mission to the mines, covert or otherwise, is not out of the question. And I will handle the Federation.
What was up with the shuttle pilot? Did you see that? They had a look with each other. Because she's dating our character. So something's up. And it's
As I
weird.
was telling Carter, I want all the data I can get on this warp problem. And the negotiating team's shuttle has been recording data all the way back from Hotari. Even better than our probes. So pull the sensor and engine ISOs from the Melville when it sets down.
Will do.
I'll join you and Chovak down in engineering to run another analysis after the briefing.
Yeah, I can hear the sounds a bit off. That's why I like that these games have subtitles.
We thought it was some astronomical anomaly, and I like it a hell of a lot less now that we know someone is doing it to us. How does it work? What do we even do about it?
You say we pull these chips and find out.
Okay.
Check some damage on the way. That ionic interference scored the hull plating. Might be some micro welds. Let's try pulling together.
All right.
So what? Left and right analog stick?
3, 2, 1.
Left stick R2.
It won't budge. Gotta be the storm damage. We need to... Welcome back. Any excitement down on the surface?
Excitement? No. Nothing like that.
Hey, can you hand me the EJ7 interlock? From the toolbox.
I don't know what that is.
Not much use for one on a security detail, huh? Carter?
Yeah, I'll get it.
I wonder if that's some sort of identity test. I'm not seeing... Oh, up there. Be professional, sure.
Okay, I'll apply pressure while you decouple the panel.
Happy-go-lucky, but not irresponsible.
Here, I'll help.
We've got this.
Open up and say ah.
Thanks for the hand. We have to get these isolinear chips down to engineering.
No problem. You really know everything about these ships, don't you? The tools, systems. Like a walking Starfleet technical manual.
I don't know everything.
Well, I wouldn't say ever. But I know my stuff.
I can see that.
Nah,
Come on.
neutral.
Start pulling chips.
I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm suspicious about her. Oh, right analog. Pause. Huh?
What's this?
information?
There it is.
Whoa. This substance is a quantized spin crystallization of hydrogen, carbon, and lithium. It's emitting tetrametric pulses at an interval of 3.8422 seconds.
Quantized crystallization isn't natural. I mean, it's only theoretical as a means to engineer matter on a subatomic level. What's it doing?
Is that trying to convert the shuttle? We can get a shock.
Regulation 364, subsection 9.
What?
Regulation 364, subsection 9 orders that in the case of an unknown foreign substance infiltrating a sealed system, it will be placed in secure confinement before further examination. Retrieve a containment module.
Don't you think we're more equipped to deal with whatever this is?
No. Before anything else, this is a security issue. You don't even know what this is.
Which is why we need to study it.
It does pose a threat.
If it's not natural, then someone might have put it there. It could be a tracking device, some kind of sabotage, or even a bomb.
Which is why we need to get it to the containment lab.
Come on.
I can't make an exception. Not even for you.
Yeah, go play it safe.
I'm still going to report these crystals to Commander Westbrook when we send the shuttle data.
And I will inform my superiors. I'm taking this just as seriously as you are. But I overheard talk about the warp disruption on the shuttle. Now these crystals? Maybe this situation is more than we can handle with just a science vessel. We could trigger a distress call, get Starfleet to send more ships.
Oof.
Or I could send a message to my old CO on the Adirondack.
That sounds like mutiny.
Get some combat-tested vessels. We shouldn't do this alone.
Amanda, you gotta be more careful. Someone hears that, they could think you're talking mutiny.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out how we can help.
That seems rather extreme. Huh.
Get this to the containment lab.
No gloves or
I'll get it
tongs
set
or
up
anything?
for you. I'll let you know when it's safely confined.
Oh, we'll be there.
Last thing you want is to study this down in main engineering and have it explode next to the warp core.
Oh.
Almost forgot.
Can't have that.
I didn't see that coming. The
For
whole
a second, I thought she'd gone cold on me.
relationship thing doesn't feel
Like she might have
as
changed her
natural.
mind. But I guess this whole situation has her spooked. Maybe she knows more than us? Or it's
She
because this is
did
all
seem
happening
off.
so fast?
Yeah, there was something a little off about her.
Like that talk about sending a distress call? That was pretty out there.
Yeah.
She was probably just thinking out loud. I'm sure she'll come to her senses.
But still
This mission has enough complications stacking up.
still weird with the camera on the shuttle.
You, me, and Miranda too.
Were we meant to see that they were overhearing what was happening? Or was that shared look more
Commander
significant?
Ryder was able to work behind the scenes during the negotiation. He made contact with a representative from the Hotari delegation named Tylus. She mentioned an unusual artifact of unknown origin being held under tight security within the Hotari palace, which she believes came from the mines on Tau. Now, this artifact might have a connection to the revolt, to the storm, and to the warp disruption we now know has been targeted at the Resolute. Commander Rydick, if you want to take it from here.
Of course. Tylus managed to infiltrate the heavily guarded location within the palace and sent us these scans using my tricorder. It appears to be some sort of control panel, possibly connected to the warp
I don't know, it still
disruption
looks
weapon
Folian.
originating on Tau.
But that's just
Of
generic
particular
angles.
interest is this symbol, which we couldn't identify the origin of.
The Federation database has records from a vast number of civilizations. If anyone from Starfleet has come across this before, the system should recognize it.
Cross-referencing with Federation records.
What do you think? What are we gonna get?
Line symbols from Federation database within 90%
probability of match or higher. Select a symbol to further analyze.
No. No. Not quite. That's not far off. No. I don't think that's gonna match. That might be worth looking at. Guessing that's a no then.
99.2%.
Wait, really?
Got it.
Who is it?
So, what are we looking at?
The design and composition indicate this is a glyph associated with the ancient Khan Empire. Their civilization collapsed over 600,000 years ago, but once spanned millions of systems with a population numbering in the trillions.
Fascinating. The Takan were once the most advanced, most powerful civilization in the galaxy.
Is it possible the Hotari found Takan technology?
I wonder if they even know what they have.
Our knowledge of the Takan is limited. I have only encountered passing references to them.
I've heard of it, I suppose.
Actually, I've heard of the Takan.
You have?
Quite impressive, Commander.
Computer, summarize the Enterprise D's discovery of a Takan outpost.
Stardate 41386.4. The USS Enterprise
It's a chunky looking Enterprise.
Captain Jean-Luc Picard discovered a Takan outpost in the Delphi Ardu system. According to the mission summary, an unbreakable energy draining field was deployed against the Enterprise and a Ferengi ship. The Enterprise was only able to escape after negotiating their release with an entity known as Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire.
Unbreakable energy draining field.
I remember now.
Starts to make sense.
What else is there?
There's a lot here. Let's take it piece by piece.
That's like the first time we see the Ferengi and they had that whip.
Someone from the Takan Empire is actually still around.
Or at least was, 16 years ago.
No wonder it
Computer,
sounded
what
vaguely
other
familiar.
information do you have on Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire?
The entity known as Portal 6-3 is of an unknown nature. A biped humanoid, he was unaware that the Takan Empire no longer existed at the time of the encounter. He was able to control the crystal-based technology of the Takan outpost through apparent telepathic means. It was by his choice that the Enterprise was released from the energy draining field after Commander William T. Riker of the Away team argued on behalf of both Starfleet and the Ferengi.
Telepathic control of their technology.
As I have said, they were the most advanced civilization in the galaxy.
I always wondered if it was like a hologram or something.
What sort of planet is Delphi Ardu 4?
Delphi Ardu 4 is an M-class
Where is it?
planet.
It's where we
A
are.
rocky world with little to no vegetation and frequent ion storms. The giant crystals that grow there absorb energy, but it is not understood how they do so. The entire Delphi Ardu system, consisting of 11 planets, was considered completely uninhabited until the encounter with Portal 6-3.
Frequent ion storms. That can't just be a coincidence.
It's good how they're tying it together. I like this. This is fun.
The technology to capture and hold the Federation flagship would have to be unbelievably powerful. Computer, what else can you tell us about the energy draining field the Takan used?
The Enterprise D was unable to break free on its own. The precise nature of the technology was never fully understood. Only that the crystalline technology used was beyond the comprehension of then-current Starfleet science.
The engineering team found a quantized spin crystal formation in the shuttle you took to Hotari. They registered tetrametric radiation coming from it.
We have Takan technology on board right now?
We might. I'll run a full analysis in the containment lab.
That's what was found in the shuttle's nacelle. So there's one more last thing here.
There appears to be some sort of restriction order from Starfleet. Computer, explain this restriction.
A Starfleet directive similar to General Order 7 forbids entering the Delphi Ardu system or attempting to make contact with Portal 6-3.
Starfleet doesn't throw up a no trespassing sign for just anybody.
I suppose it makes sense considering what happened to the Enterprise D.
The Elydians should have crushed the revolt. But if the Hotari have Takan technology and can control it, see why they're willing to negotiate peace. For all we know, this could be just the beginning. We're up against something greater than we can imagine.
Let's not let on what we know, I suppose.
For now, it's probably best we don't let on how much we know.
Play our cards close to the vest. Smart. I agree. Then when the time is right, we can confront them.
Diplomatically, of course.
Of course.
Right. We've been able to triangulate the source of the ionic interference and warp disruption to a specific mine on Tau. Engineering used the latest data from your shuttle to pinpoint its origin. There.
So we know where to look.
We need to know what's down there. What the Hotari are hiding. To better understand what we're up against.
How are we going to get there?
To neutralize it if we can.
Captain, embarking on a mission to the Hotari moon would not be viewed favorably by either side.
No.
However, given the circumstances, we are entirely within our rights to defend ourselves.
I just want to make sure this doesn't blow up in our case.
Small team?
That's why I'm thinking of sending Commander Rydek on a covert mission to Tau.
Just one?
Assuming you're up to the task. It would require absolute secrecy. And obviously, it's not without risk.
I'll assemble an away team, yeah.
I'll get the away team in and out. They're in safe hands with me.
Under normal circumstances, that would be the case. Given the sensitive nature of this incursion, I'm afraid you'll have to go it alone. I'm hoping Tylus can accompany you. The priority is to avoid detection. It's a calculated risk. The last thing we need is to get caught and then blamed for violating our neutrality, aggravating an already tense situation. Can't afford any mistakes, which is why I've chosen you.
Ties will be essential, sure.
Tylus will be essential to my success. Not only her knowledge of the mines, but her ability to gain access, particularly now that we know which mine we need to get into.
Make sure she understands the need to keep this covert.
She's not going to want her people to know about this.
Get in touch with Tylus and make the necessary arrangements as
Someone
discreetly as possible.
not positive, okay?
To Captain Solano. The Elydians have moved additional ships to the edge of the Hotari system. Current heading is straight for the homeworld.
Understood.
It would seem we no longer have the luxury of waiting.
Yeah, feels like things are
May I suggest
picking up pace.
return to Hotari Prime. Doing so will provide Commander Rydek as much time as possible to complete her mission.
Agreed. We'll hail the Queen's delegation from my ready room. We all know what we need to do. Dismissed.
But an ancient empire. It was very clever how they tied it in. It wasn't too complicated. Bare bones, basic. But I think that's enough. We're really just gonna fly straight to the moon? No, like, hiding behind an asteroid?
Petty Officers Diaz and Edsolar, where is the crystal formation that you found in the shuttle? I have tasked Ensign Calloway with performing a full analysis of the tetrametric pulses.
Security brought it to the containment lab.
I was just there. They don't know anything about it.
Oh.
Security never checked it in.
Miranda never got there?
She's the one that had the crystal formation?
Yeah.
Yeah. Her and the rest of the security detail from the negotiations.
Diaz, Tamaris.
Yeah, this isn't good.
Order Diaz to Miranda Maris.
Commander Westbrook to Petty Officer Miranda Maris. Respond.
Something's not right.
She's still on the ship. She has to be.
Computer, locate Petty Officer Miranda Maris.
Petty Officer Miranda Maris is in the isolinear storage array on Deck 5.
Taking the crystal, isolinear chips?
Good.
I am sure Mr. Diaz can attend to this on his own.
I don't know. This is awfully weird. I would perhaps like security with me. Either that or she's having some sort of breakdown. Perhaps she's a changeling. I mean, this is where the computer stuff's stored. Hopefully it's just going to be like a body on the floor. Some isolinear chips on this floor as well.
Someone improperly pulled these isolinear chips.
Oh, sabotage. Now there's no marquee at this point in time, I don't think. So, wonder what's happening with her. This is all very curious. Let me in? Not that way. It does look like the computer core rather than any sort of storage unit. More chips on the floor.
Did this?
What was that? Cool.
Miranda, you in here?
I want to move the camera to look up.
Hello?
Are we armed? Can I look down? Can I see? It doesn't look like we're armed. Oh no. Just in case. Like there was her body or something was there. But you can see that's where we need to go. Download? What did they download?
Hello? Hey!
Oh!
Miranda?
What the hell are you doing, Carter? You almost knocked me to the lower level. What's wrong with you?
Where did you run?
What were you doing running from me?
I didn't know it was you. There's no reason for you to be in here.
I called her name.
Commander Westbrook said the crystal formation we found in the shuttle never made it to the containment lab.
I don't know why he'd say that. I brought them there myself. Whatever he told you, he got it wrong. All I know is where I left them.
You didn't answer our call either.
Why didn't you answer when I tried you on the comm badge? Or when I called out to you in here?
I guess I was caught up in my work. Now, if we're done here, I have to go. Do you mind? I'm in the middle of my shift.
What did you copy?
I saw the data terminal and the isolinear chips. Were you copying data? There's no one else in here.
I wasn't. I was just...
What?
I was performing a security sweep of the area.
And you didn't see the open terminal? I want a straight answer, Miranda. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Carter, if things are gonna work out between us, I'm gonna need you to trust me a little more.
Oh, don't you do that.
Because this is not a good start to a relationship.
No, it's you.
And I don't get why you're acting this way.
You aren't being honest.
It's hard to trust you when you aren't acting like yourself.
I'm not gonna keep explaining myself to you. Especially if you're not gonna listen to my answers.
What answers?
Edsalar de Diaz. What's the holdup?
Don't answer that. You and I can work this out.
You're out of line.
Please.
You are seriously out of line, Miranda. First you tried to run, Now this?
I'm not going to stand here and debate you.
Edsolar de Diaz. Are you okay?
Call security, you fool.
So I see you found each other.
You were taking so long. The commander sent us to see what the problem was.
Go on.
Diaz, you were sent here with specific orders, and fighting your crewmate wasn't one of them. What the hell is going on here?
Let's just let them
Yes.
explain.
I'd like to hear that, because I know what it looks like.
She attacked me
That's ridiculous.
and tried to get away with this. She was copying data onto it. I must have interrupted her when I came in.
This drive is unauthorized.
There are ISOs all over the floor.
And that's why I was in here, investigating this situation.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And when Carter came looking for me, we got our wires crossed.
What's on the
Wasn't
drive?
anything more than that.
Check the data on this drive. I'm sure it'll show her access codes were used. And there were probably files copied while I was still with you two in engineering.
That makes sense.
Then get someone down here who can prove that. But until then, I have to go.
I don't know what's going on here, but I think we need to call it into security.
Yes.
She can explain herself in the brig.
Hold on a minute. We don't need to put this on anyone's permanent record. Miranda, maybe you're feeling out of sorts and we should head to sickbay so the doc can check you out?
Yeah, I haven't felt right since I came back from Hotari.
Maybe
I should
true.
see the doctor.
You two know her? If you really think she's not well, we can take her to sickbay first. But what I know is this is a security breach, and we should treat it as such.
Please, just let me go
Call
see the
security.
doctor.
This is way too sketchy.
This is Petty Officer Diaz. I need a security team to Deck 5.
This is unbelievable.
Don't care. This is way too sketchy. Really weird. And he looks genuinely remorseful for it. And plus, the higher ups can deal with it now. So the other mission. It's all the A plot and the B plot of the story. I'm guessing with the commander, we're the A plot. Thinking this hasn't exactly been smooth sailing. The last video when we had to talk to the Queen, it was unexpected for sure what the Queen was asking us. We were asked to be undercover, to ask the difficult questions of other people. I just didn't expect the Queen to just call us out. It looks kind of cool. Better than a Star Trek Online level, that's for sure. Although it's been a while since I platinum that, I haven't really played it since then. So perhaps it got a graphical upgrade. I don't think it's had a PS5 version like Final Fantasy XIV did.
Rydick here.
This is Irma. Any trouble getting to the surface?
I'm really starting to miss transporters.
As long as this storm is around, you'd better learn to like shuttles. But if you can find the cause of the interference, we might be able to get back to transporting.
As if I needed another incentive. We both know there's a lot more than that riding on
No
this.
security.
Fair enough. You'll need to get in and out of the mine undetected, so I
There's
hope
no
Mr. Tyler can help in that regard.
debris from mines or anything like that. No
To
detritus.
keep this covert, we'll refrain from contact unless absolutely necessary.
Understood. Rydick out.
We haven't checked to see if she needs any top up of her drugs either. Oh, there's someone. But there's no like dash to cover to avoid being spotted. Ah, R3, okay. But still, it does look nice. Even when we were out on the surface last time, it looks cool. Is there much to see down here? Not really. Hard to believe anything can grow on this moon.
The ionic interferences coming from underground. I should find a safer way down there.
Yeah. And especially without a rope as well. Oh, found her. Well, that ring on our hand tells us if we need any more medication. At the moment, it's not red, so I'm guessing it's okay.
I saw your shuttle take off. Hopefully no one else did. It's good to see you. Even under these unfortunate circumstances.
I was worried, we all were.
When you called to give us a scan, it sounded like they caught you. I was worried you'd been hurt.
It was nothing I couldn't handle.
Lead the way. I'll fill you in on what we've learned about the situation.
Follow me.
Okay, walk and talk, here we go.
The device Galvin and Sidron brought back from the mines is being used to control some sort of warp disruption weapon that has the Resolute trapped in Hotari space. According to our readings, the power source for that device is on this moon, at the specific coordinates I sent you.
That sounds impossible. That explains the rumors of the Hotari controlling the ionic storm.
We strongly suspect the device was created by an ancient empire known as the Takan.
Come on, camera, stop fighting me.
Takan?
Once the most powerful civilization in the galaxy, but they've been gone for over 600,000 years.
It's hard to believe there's something like that.
I wonder if she'd heard about it. Her reaction was a bit of a shock.
If we find hard evidence that Galvin and his allies are hiding dangerous Takan technology, I can convince the Federation to let us intervene.
Understood. We're almost there.
It'd be interesting if these two people were actually the Takan, and over the eons they evolved into two separate species. Like they were two colonies of the Takan or something like that. There's a lot of different directions they could take the story. And it's fun to speculate, but I genuinely don't know.
That's the mine?
Prospect 614 North, Subdivision 20.
It's enormous.
Yeah, it is.
Just one of the thousands across town. The pride of Hotari.
How do we get inside?
The structure that circles the mine has entry points for transporting equipment into the lower levels. They're guarded, but nothing I can't get past using my authority.
Well, that's good to hear.
As long as you can avoid being seen, I should be able to talk my way past any miner. And provide a little distraction for you in the process.
Sounds like that's what we're going to be doing next.
How do I avoid being seen?
You don't use the door.
Sounds like a plan.
How dare you! Don't you know who I am? I am Tylus Altaris, Minister of Diplomatic Affairs.
That's not...
The Queen would be furious to hear you try to deny me entry.
Queen? But I just...
You just what? Just now realize the trouble you've made for yourself?
Where do we go?
Who exactly do you think you're going to report this to? Because I'll be reporting this as well, to something much further. You have no authority here. Do you understand who pays your wage? I can inform the Queen directly of this instance. You'll regret everything you said. You should have opened the doors the second I had asked for it.
That's not the protocol. I didn't know you.
I'm pressing R2 to scan. Nothing's.
Does your brain function? Do you speak our tongue? How should a fellow Hotari not understand this? We're digging you on the board. I've reached the end of my patience.
Okay. Let's get a look inside you.
So. One there. Any more? Sorry if you can hear the rain in the background. It's been one of these rainy days here in Japan. Biological, anything here? Radiation.
Full system access. Let's see if I can just... Bingo.
There we go. Yeah, it says D for tricorder, so we're going to need it again. When and where?
Better hurry. Not sure how long she can keep him busy.
Yeah, we just hope the game doesn't throw up a timer. That'd be really annoying. So it wants us to crouch, okay. There's also saying tricorder in the top. Oh, you hear that? Something we can scan.
Something in here is keeping that door closed.
Chemical. It's 1. 2. And there it is.
Got it. Should remove the security check on the door.
Where's the door? Where's the door? Down there? There's nothing for me to collect. This isn't the sort of game that has collectibles, it's more story. So where's the door? Is it the one at this end? I guess so. Nothing was beeping. That's impressive. Fine Tilus. Well, that was like an arrow if I ever saw one. Can't see anyone else down there. I don't want to rush. Remember, we're meant to be sneaky. If I ran down there and there was someone already waiting, it was just some person there. Got to remember the mission. There's a corridor down there to somewhere. Nice big map. It's almost a shame that we're not going to see much use of it. If this was like a first-person shooter, this would be a multiplayer map with some interaction on the level.
I didn't come here to educate an imbecile on royal protocol.
Of course not, Minister.
So I will be about my business here, and you will take yourself out of my sight. There you are.
You really let that guy have it.
It worked, didn't it? I'm used to having to throw my weight around.
I'm impressed.
Hard to get anyone to listen to you otherwise.
I'm impressed. I didn't know you had it in you.
There's a lot you don't know about me. Underestimate me at your peril.
Ooh, threatening.
The catwalks were booby-trapped.
Galvin and Sidron have gone to great lengths to keep everyone invited. Well, we're inside. Where do you want to start?
The ionic interference is coming from below us. We need to go deeper.
That lift goes down, at least to the changeover station. We can't use it without DNA authorization from one of the guards.
I have an idea, but we need a few samples of DNA from the miners who work here.
Samples.
Fingerprints, sweat, blood.
Yes, which also means we're going to have to
That's the
scan the local area.
Let's test it.
Passive. I think we want this on biological. Oh, we can't change that yet. I kind of want to scan this thing. That's cool. Well, we need something that looks like it's been. Well, it's a terminal here, and it's got green, which means something we can interact with.
There's DNA on this console, but it's only partial. I can't use this.
Maybe because we're outside.
The weather out here could dilute any DNA samples.
What about inside that structure? That's where the workers spend most of their time.
Good idea.
And that's exactly what I thought.
An Illydian console.
All the managerial technology in the mines is Illydian.
So they can keep an eye on their investment.
That's how it is.
Yeah, and I said that we would come here earlier, didn't I?
Wow, that is a lot of DNA. I should look for the most concentrated spots.
All this green, that's DNA, okay.
I can use this.
Biological, there we go.
That's a stable DNA sample. It's only partial, but a few more should do it.
Alright, let's find the next one. Just hope there's no one going to be around. It's awfully quiet.
Not concentrated enough. I should try somewhere else.
Something here.
There's gotta be stable DNA here.
Yeah, on the cup.
Good. That's another I could use. Just need one more sample.
Yeah, where are we going to get it from? What's that? It's around here. No wonder I can't see it. I'm guessing that's not concentrated enough. So where are we going to get this next one from? Oh, we haven't been in here yet.
Not enough. Gotta keep looking. This'll work. Perfect. That's enough to make the DNA profile. Time to go back to the lift.
All right.
Hygiene clearly isn't a priority down here.
We've already done that. I want to see if there's anything else we can look at ourselves.
Atari must be tough on the inside, too. If they eat in here, it's likely there's some DNA in the room.
Yeah, I've done that.
Almost looks like coffee. Almost.
Ooh.
I'll have some Ractigino when I get back to the ship.
I don't know if that looks like coffee. Something, but not coffee.
Leftovers. I should give this a scan.
Yeah, we've done that.
Some kind of glowing mineral being used as a light source. Might want one of these for my cabin, actually.
Doesn't look like there's anything else. Well, let's go down, and we might end it there. It's already getting about an hour.
You're not coming inside?
There are some things I'd rather not smell.
Ah.
Well, that's that done. You don't have to worry about that. Remember, this is the PS4 version of the game. It doesn't look half bad. Why does it say examine? Alright then, let's see this work.
It worked.
Oh, simple enough.
I'll get it started.
Ready?
Actually, I like to start or end the video at the beginning of a new episode or act.
I'm a little afraid of what we might find down there.
We'll be okay. I've survived worse than this.
Well, I haven't. But I'll put my faith in you. For now.
For now. It's reassuring. Look at it. It's just so big.
Chara. Stay back. There's a guard at the station. We'll have to hide.
There it is.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
You watch your tone with me. I'm Tylus Altaris, Minister of Diplomatic Affairs. I speak for the Queen herself.
This is a restricted area. No one gains access without the approval of Galvin or Sidron.
Wait.
Jues Gawad Abawencha.
Let me go!
You being killed or stunned?
Are you alright?
I don't know.
Are you injured?
No, I thought if I could talk my way through like always, I'd be fine, but I'm a diplomat. This isn't what I do. I've never even fired a weapon. This is just...
I'll protect you.
It's real now. I wasn't ready for this.
Hey, I'll keep you safe.
Can you?
I was a tactical officer before I was posted to the resident. I know my way around a phaser. You saw how I handled our large friend here.
I suppose that is somewhat reassuring.
Green, that's good then.
Never been challenged like that. It meant nothing to him.
So we should assume any Hatari we encounter from here on can't be reasoned with.
Agreed. The only loyalty they have down here is to Galvin and Sidron.
Can you switch over the lift?
Guard should have a scan card that will allow us to operate the switch.
Oh, there we go.
Got it.
He's not dead, is he? He's still one of my people, and I didn't come here to take Otari lives.
My phaser's set to stun. He'll be perfectly fine. Just unconscious.
Shouldn't we hide him somewhere?
See, we don't have that sort of technology on our weapons.
Oh.
Good to know.
Yeah. Are we going further down? Is that what's happening? Yeah, okay. Oh, there's a whole building there. I was expecting us to go in.
Energy readings are emanating from this tunnel. It's sure to be guarded in there. Stay low and follow my lead.
We're gonna have a phaser fight now? Infiltrate the mine. I want to have a look, don't you?
Is that all dilithium?
Not all of it. We excavate large chunks of rock that contain varying amounts of dilithium ore. It's sorted and processed at the collector ship above.
Ooh, that's some bad frame rate. It may look good, but it doesn't run well on PS4, that's for sure. If you've got the PS5 version, let me know how it runs there. And if you want me to play on a PS5, well, feel free to donate to the Ko-fi page. Oh, someone spotted us. When we get an angle like that, I'm always worried that someone has seen us.
More guards.
Take that as a sign we're getting close.
I'll get a closer look.
That door leads to rooms and passages for workers. It will connect to chambers like this one further down the main tunnel.
So perhaps that's not. Oh. I say perhaps that's not where we need to go. It might be. Red key. How very Doom.
We need that particular card, don't we?
I'm afraid so.
Looks like they've improvised a barrier.
Yes, we must be getting closer.
Why are they keeping the other side? Well, more importantly, why are they not letting out on the other side?
We don't have time to wait for them to finish whatever they're doing. We'll have to try to keep low and sneak past them.
I'm starting to see the utility of a phaser.
I wouldn't stand a chance against all three of them. I don't like our options here. I have to get us that card so we can open the door.
How? If they detect you, Galvin and Sidron's
High stakes now.
Really willing to kill to protect whatever's in this mine.
Hey, I'm trained for this. I'll be fine.
What should I do?
Avoid being seen. Stick to the edge of the room and meet me at the door.
Oh boy, now I'm nervous. The other stuff I can do with this. One mistake and that's game over. If you are caught, your mission has failed. Whoops. I did not want to end that text box. There's a guard there. Oh great, they're gonna talk to each other. I can't see where he's gone. There's one in the middle. Who can see us? What's with the red?
Solidium technology is such a hassle. Analysis in progress.
Where's the key? This camera angle is such a pain to work with. He's there. I'm guessing we have to move out when he's doing that.
They saw my power, our resolve, the terrified us. Till the plan is complete, we'll then get back to work. Complete the plan.
Oh boy. That's the first step done. That's so difficult when we can't see exactly what's happening.
Almost complete.
So that guard's got a terminal there, and one there. So what do we have to do? We gotta get down from here. He's going to go to the top one. Is he just going to go between these two? Or is he going to go up there?
It's just a matter of time. This requires 2 minutes.
I wonder if we do nothing, do they just spot us? We'll hide here. There's another one there. There's... I don't know where we want to go. I think over here. Oh boy.
Good. Good.
I'll go back to that control. So I can go there. Where is he?
Anyone who prevents our destiny should be eliminated.
Oh, what about that guy? We've got one on the left here as well, who's just staying there.
Processing.
Oh, screw it. Let's just keep going this way then.
What? We need more light.
So where do we need to go? Where do we go next? There's the door. He's there. Where's the key? I can't see the key. We've got a guard there as well. When that guard moves, it's back to us. There's the key. Should we be greedy and take it? Oh, that doesn't look like a good place to be. Oh no.
An intruder.
I'm stuck.
Stop.
Oh no. So I think we end today's part with a fail. I don't know how we failed. I don't know why we failed. You can see there's a ramp to our right to go down. I tried to go down there to hide, but it wouldn't let me. Either I was caught on some geometry or I'm not allowed to go down there. So, oh no. But yeah. That's it. I guess the retry in story mode might send us back to the beginning, so that's where we might start next part. Part 4. And if you got any hints for this section, I'd greatly appreciate it. But yeah, that'll do for today. So until part 4, playing Star Trek Resurgence, or until I see you checking out some of the other videos or playlists or YouTube shorts we have, maybe I'll see you over at Ko-fi. As a small YouTube channel, we get no money from YouTube. But with Ko-fi, we can get PayPal donations, and we have a couple of subscription tiers as well, including the tier where you can watch these videos without me nattering away on them. But wherever or whenever I see you again, please take care.